Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Chained Echoes, where we just defeated some type of boss, a red-eyed demon, and Killian showed up. He's apparently Gawain's new successor, and seems to have more knowledge about things than we do at the moment. In any case, guest, look out for it. We created it, yet we forgot what it looks like and what it's capable of. If we could just remember. Alright, I'm not sure what to make of that. Perhaps the it is the thing that has created all the scratches all around these places. Some type of demon. This is a huge building. What was my first impression of it? If only I could remember. And I get to say something. You're impressed by its magical aura? Yes, that's it. That's it. Also, treasure chest. Scholars have it. That sounds like something for, I'm guessing, Victor? Maybe not. Maybe... It's mostly an upgrade for Amalia, if I can ever upgrade it again. So we'll take that for the moment. Alright. Not sure exactly where I'm going. We've got some pig ears over here that I don't necessarily need to mess with. This brings me to another room. Like there was still a treasure chest somewhere in here. Oops. Well, I messed with the pig ears. You've seen me fight these guys before. Okay, the pig ears have been defeated. Let's see if I can find the other treasure chests before we move on. I wish I could remember what color it had. Do you remember? It was as blue as water. Yes, that's it. I think I'm defining the type of monster that I'm going to be fighting. The way that things are going. Is it possible I missed a treasure chest up here? Yes. Alright, that just had some materials. That's fine. So let's continue through here. There's one treasure chest somewhere. And I shall find it. Phoenix. The creature that can resurrect itself, or was it after? You read about the Phoenix before creating it. Alright. I can see him in my mind. What was his specialty? It could flail around like crazy. Yes, that's what it was capable of. Uh-oh. Some kind of earthquake? Did you hear that? Someone moved some furniture on the second floor. Do I have a map in here? No, I didn't think so. And I haven't been keeping track, so I'm not sure which floor is the second floor. There's something. It's not particularly blue, but it does seem to be a boss. Memory. Alright, it can bleed. The enemy adapts to the memories around it. Turned into water. Attack rises. Okay. Alright, well that makes it weak to fire, which is good for Glenn. And his fire strike. If it's gonna flail around, potentially, a counter stance could be good. But I think for now, I'm just going to deal a bunch of damage. And let's see. I guess Toxic Shock will go ahead and get some damage over time. And then... Metal Dagger, is there anything else I should be doing differently? It seems good for now. Didn't get a crit that time. And I'm about to overheat, which is a problem. So I'm just going to do an attack to keep us within reasonable temperature. And then Rob will have a chance to cool us down. Yeah, that should work. So let's use a heal all. Alright, we're back in overdrive. Flail all night long hits everybody. Okay, that's fine. He's still got damage over time. And I need some more cooldown, so let's do an armor break. And then this will cool me down even more. Great. And you're running low on everything. So let's go ahead and swap out. And it was weak to fire, so let's hit it with the cigarette lighter. Weakness. And Pandemic would be a cooldown, so I'm just going to do that for the cooldown effect. And Fire Strike is also going to cool us down. I feel like I'm dealing tons of damage output, so this is all great. This will cool us down too. Flail all night long, of course. At this point... What is this one? Resets overdrive bar? I don't need that. So I'll keep on dealing damage. Rob looks like he needs to sub out for Victor, but that's fine. Glenn... Could decoy. It would cool us down. I think I'll just Fire Strike, though. And then Victor can cool us down, probably. I guess Victor doesn't have anything that would cool us down here. So maybe I will just have him feed a meal to Batraz. Ouch. Alright. Things are heating up. Summon attack. That'll cool us down. Here we go. And... I mean, I could use an Ultra move, but that seems like kind of a waste. Tomki... Let's imagine Tomki will be able to cool us down, and then Glenn will keep using high-value attacks. Sharing is Caring does what? Sets target TP to a random amount. Does anyone really need the TP? Actually, Glenn kind of does. So sure. Let's see if this ends up working in favor. It did. Hooray. Oh no! He used Phoenix and got 8,000 HP back. That's not good. And also, I can't cool down here, so I've got to swap back to you for a power shot to cool down, I think. That's a lot of HP he just got back. Alright, Rob is still alive. I feel like I should do... We have problems. You don't have a whole lot... Oh, you could do Fire Coat. I should have swapped you out earlier, actually. Because Fire Coat's really useful. Because it means everybody does fire damage. And then... That certainly won't work. Now I do want to reset the overdrive bar, so let's actually do that. Great. That cooled us back down. And you're running low on TP, Batraz. And we could use a healer on the field, actually. Yeah, so let's swap you out. And let's do a heal on Rob. Sure. Great. Okay, so now Rob should deal weakness damage. Because everyone's got a fire shot. Great. And I think I do want to substitute back out for Sienna, and we can start laying on some... I need some TP again, though. Let's just eat some sweets. We can put on the bleed, and we can put on toxic, etc. So let's see. You could do a fire thrust. And I think you might as well. 690. That's good damage. Let's do a heal all. Alright, everybody's in decent shape. Sienna, it's time for another X-Slash. Bit of damage over time. Rob, let's do a Toxic Shot once again for the damage over time. Alright, that's like an extra 500 damage each round. And then, I guess, Kesagiri, although, can I steal anything from you? I cannot. So let's actually do counter stance to cool us down, because you are hitting individuals. And Len, yeah, you're dealing enough damage, you might as well, so long as you have HP and TP. Just stay on the battlefield and continue to deal damage. This will cool us down, so we'll definitely do this for the damage output. And Rob is now out of TP, so let's swap back for Victor. Bee Sting might paralyze. Let's do a Heroic Ode. That one's always good. And then... we don't really need the healing, and so it might be time to swap Batraz back in. Although the only cooldown he has would be this one. Removes target's buffs, which doesn't really do anything. It'll cool us down, though. So let's just do that for the cooldown. Alright, it's flailing, that's fine. Let's, let's just do an attack. Crits are good. And yeah, let's keep using Len's fire attacks for now. And we need a cooldown, and we don't really have one here. I guess defending would cool down a little bit, and would also help get some TP back. And then Requiem is a defensive buff, which will cool us down, so sure, let's do that. Okay, cooldown has been managed. So let's get back to dealing some weakness damage. And Sienna still doesn't have enough TP. I'm not sure that I want to swap, though. So I guess let's just use some more sweets. Yummy bum. Alright. Len could do a heal all, which actually isn't bad because he's about to attack again and we're a little bit low. Yeah, that was probably a good idea. Alright, Sienna. Let's apply some bleed once again. Oh, Counter-Strike just wore off, and then Sienna got hit. Darn it, darn it, darn it. And yeah, we need something with the cooldown. So let's do some sharing is caring. On Batraz would probably work out in my favor. Great. At this point, a Valor Minuet would be helpful, but we have a cooldown issue, so I guess we'll try Bee Sting and just see how it goes. Oh, and we won. Alright, that was a messy battle. Kind of wasn't sure what I was doing in that one, but it worked out fine. And there's our victory music. Presumably we just got another Grimoire Shard. And 2 SP. Wow. Gold key. Ah, I got the gold key. Okay, that's nice. That means if I walk like all the way out of here, I think there are some more places that I could go back at the beginning. And here's the other treasure chest. Diamond armor. So I think Victor is capable of wearing that. And it is a straight upgrade, so we'll go ahead and put that on him for now. And then I guess I'm just walking all the way back out. Okay, I don't know if I ever... Oh, I can't seem to climb these stairs. I was going to say I've ever gone up there. I've done a lot of backtracking. But this place was kind of a giant maze. It said there were 7, chests on that screen and 3 on this one. But I do now have a new key. Have I been in whatever's over here? Remind me. Can't recall if I've ever been in this building. Oh, apparently there's a merchant here. The freshest goods in all of Volandis. Is there anything I need? This person's selling some rare materials, so I'm going to spend a quarter of my money and just buy all of them. Because I imagine I'm going to want them for some upgrades at some point. Hopefully that works out in my favor. And so this just brings us back around to here. Alright, so I have a goldish key. Right, I could be wearing sky armor out here. Let's be careful. What do these people have to say? Why they built the academy in Volandis? Nothing here. The students had to travel from far away. Nobles from every country study in Nysa. That must be why they chose a neutral location like Volandis. In the middle of nowhere so that students could concentrate on their studies. Alright, many different possibilities. Crystals, very nice. Eventually I might use those. Especially if we ever get to the ultimate equipment upgrades, because then like I could finally optimize my equipment and feel like that it's worth it. Because I was actually going to be keeping the equipment for a while. So, is this a door I can go in and have gone in? Where is said door? It's right here. And explore most of the area. Ah, this is another doorway into this screen with the 7 things, perhaps. Because I do think this is different. Yeah, more treasure chests. Okay, great. Silver Bolero. Muramasa. Muramasa. You currently have Taki Plus. Muramasa is an upgrade, except for the fact that you currently have like more crit crystals in it or something. So I'm going to stick with the Taki for now. And it looks like that's all I can do here. Okay, so there's a lot of different entry points into the blue area. And each of those entry points perhaps leads to the same set of screens that has the same treasure chest count that I'm digging my way through. So I guess I'll try the upper left over here. Although apparently there's still some treasures and things I haven't found on this screen. Oops. Alright, we're in Sky Armors, and you've seen this battle before. Alright, no problem with those monsters. And I'm just going to start trying to thoroughly clean up this whole screen if I can. La 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 la. You seem happy today. Is this because we're near the end of our mission? Yes, that's exactly the reason. Woof. What's going on, Cress? Oh, there's another ghost. La 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 la. I'm not sure what's happening exactly. Is Sienna trying to ignore the ghosts? I'm not sure. Have I been here? I do not recall. Here's a treasure chest, so probably not. Great. Okay, 1 fewer treasure chest that I have to go and find. This does appear to be at a little dead end over here. Okay, that's fine. Aha, here's a tiny space I could only fit through on foot. Get some more plot armor. And... nothing else? Really? Thought for sure there'd be something over on this end, but perhaps not. Here's a person to talk to. It's a lot of money to be made in Nysa. I'm going to open a bakery here. Sounds delicious. I approve. Here's a treasure chest. Support drones 500. Sky armor. That's an upgrade from the 300. That is huge. Happy to have that. There's some kind of fountain here. I feel like we might have seen that before. Here's another treasure chest. Kerberos. 500. No one was using the Kerberos. However, how does it compare? Well, you've got a 500, you've got a 500, you've got the Balthazar, and you've got a 500. So I think I actually don't need the Kerberos, actually. I presume the Balthazar is better. I guess I should actually look. Sky armor settings. Balthazar versus Kerberos. Yeah, the Balthazar is better. Alright. Continuing to look around. Let's see what else I can find. I want to find all the things. Okay, I found another interior space that I can't remember if I've been in before. So this might... what did you say? Yeah, I have been here before. Alright, then... if that's the case, this is probably just duplicating work. Can I tell where I am? Not easily. Yeah, I already got a treasure chest there. So I think this is not useful to me right now. Alright, well I have a new key that looks like it might open this. Yeah. So this is a new place to go. I am also curious. I haven't tried this. Let's go ahead and drop a save first. Is it possible for me to teleport? I can teleport right now, so if I wanted to go back and do things, I could. I don't feel the urge to do so right now, but it's nice to know the world is still open and I could go back home and refuel and do some other things if I wanted to. And now we're in a cutscene. Wyatt, you attacked the church. You've killed the Pope. I bear nothing for you but hatred. Wyatt, I demand vengeance, godless woman. You can't hope to defeat us in sky armors. Only the devils without hope. I cannot rest as long as your blood still runs warm, so die. Alright. What are you weak to? You're weak to wind. Well, it just so happens I have a number of wind shot people. So get ready. Glenn... let's go in counter mode at the beginning, just in case he ends up one-shotting individual folks. He's also got a counter stance. Oh, okay. Does that mean he's going to counter all my wind shots? Yes. Oh, and it hits everyone. Oh, that's bad. So I need to cleanse that off him if I can, but I'm not sure if anybody has such a thing. So he's just gonna, every time I hit him with something, he's gonna hit everybody back. Counter. Yeah. Okay, that's a problem. Let's think about this for a second. I'm going to have you gear down and defend. Does anybody have anything that can get rid of his buff? I don't think so. So I'm going to have you geared down as well. Batraz has defense mode. Let's do a quick repair. I guess Sienna needs it the most. Sienna also has a counter stance, I think, so I could have her set up on counter stance. Drone attacks is just magic neutral. I guess let's just do repair all. So Sienna, and Gear 1... Oh no, you don't have that equipped. So I think I'll have you... defend. How am I going to win this? I guess I do need to... deal extra damage, basically. Glenn's encounter for 4 more turns. So yeah, let's have him Berserker himself. Nice. Okay, that's like the perfect thing. I get to counter you. Batraz. I mean, eventually I'm going to have to hit him with some stuff. But I could go into attack mode first. Let's just deal one of these. It's going to deal a bunch of damage. Oh, and he didn't counter. Wait a minute, did his counter wear off? What happened there? It might have worn off. Yeah, he no longer has the buff. It must have only been for a finite number of turns. And I survived it by defending and doing other things. Okay, great. Just what I wanted to see in here. Okay, so Glenn. All out. 5,000. Nice. He's using Act twice. That's fine. Wind shot. Wind shot. I'm at risk of overheating. I see it happening. And... yeah, so I think Glenn has to defend for 1. And Victor can do another repair all, and that'll get us somewhat recentered. Nice, you attacked Glenn. That's perfect. Oh, Glenn doesn't have the counter stance going anymore. It's not as perfect as I thought. That's okay. Batraz is out of whatchamoodles, so why don't you gear down and defend for a moment. And Glenn still has attacking power, so let's do it. He's summoning a support orb. He's assisted by an orb. This orb provides Wyatt with a different set of abilities. We need to destroy it. Okay, that sounds like great advice. Let's defense break the orb. And it looks like it's weak to dark. So let's do a Hornet Dance on it. Sure. That's pretty good. He's in counter stance again. That's not good for me. So Glenn is going to Dark Shot the orb, and that will kill it. Great. And Batraz is going to continue defending, because attacking him now is suicide. Sienna's also going to gear down and defend. Victor is going to repair all, because we still need that, and will also help get our overdrive meter centered. And Glenn ideally would do a counter, except for he doesn't have the whatchamadoodles for it. So he's also going to defend. And then Batraz is back up in terms of TP, so he can gear up. And he just has Act twice, so I think his counter's already worn off. In which case, I can hit him with Wind again. You took everything away from me. Still have that one god you're so fond of. You know nothing of me. Once I was a sinner, which is why God never spoke to me directly. Only through his holiness was I able to receive his word. I acted as God commanded. You're a fanatic. You destroyed the one channel I had to speak with God. And now I can't talk to him. But he would wish for your death. Alright, so we're having a long conversation. For reasons. Sure, Hornet Dance. Alright, I'm starting to heat up to the right, so be careful. Let's have Victor go into Gear 2. Oh, he can't afford to repair us anymore. But he could do a defense break, and that'll still be useful, so let's do it. Glenn, I think, has to defend another turn to keep us cooled down. Sienna can do a wind shot. And Batraz can also gear up and do a wind shot. And Glenn can gear up and do a piercer. Act thrice. Oh my goodness. Alright, Victor just went down. And Sienna is out of whatchamadoodles. So why don't you do an exchange parts on Victor? Victor needs to go into Gear 0 and defend to get some TP back. Batraz still has a wind shot in the barrel, so let's deal some more damage like that. You're summoning another support orb? Gosh darn it. Quit doing that. I do not like. But yeah, I need counters. Glenn's out of TP again. So I guess he also has to go into Gear 0 and defend. Sienna is out of TP, so I think she needs to go into Gear 0 and defend. And Victor... I desperately need to heal. And he does have some TP. So let's do a repair all. But I'm not sure I'm going to win this one. I think I'm going to have to re-gear my party. Everybody evaded. Okay, that was cool. Alright, 2 people just went down. So yeah, I think I basically just have to hope that I get lucky and kill him. So let's just go all out and try to kill him. So if this doesn't kill him, then I'm probably dead. So I'm probably dead. Evaded. That's good. Evaded. That's good. Glenn can gear up and try one more piercer. And evaded. I do have a thing that after you evade once, you're more likely to evade again, but it still was not enough. Okay, I might have some rams that I can use that give me counters or other things. So if I retry the battle in Sky Armor, and then go into my Sky Armor settings, let's see if I can reconfigure some things that might help me out. So, you have Evasion Ram. That was helpful. You have Tank Ram. I might be able to do better. You have Mage's Ram, which was giving you extra magic damage from your Elemental Cannon. You only have Elemental Cannon 300, really? What do offensive drones have? You've got Glaive 500, and you're the Biologist Ram. This is definitely not helping you. So let's see. Here we go, Passive Ram. Chance to counter single target physical attacks with a variety of different things, including counterattack. So who wants the Passive Ram? I think you do. That's Sienna, because she's got a Glaive 500, which hurts pretty well. And then Tank Ram is okay and Mage Ram is okay. Let's see if that's enough of a change. I'm not sure that it will be. But I know how to play a little bit better. So the counter stance is super important. So Glenn is going to start in counter mode. Great. And Sienna, he currently doesn't have any counter buff, so we can start hitting him with wind shots. Victor should definitely take the opportunity to defense break him, which I think is the most important thing. But yeah, I need to make sure I keep him debuffed if I can. And then I have to manage my TP better. Alright, everything's fine so far. So Glenn already did his counter mode. So now he can switch to just doing Piercer, I guess. We've already done a defense break. And I don't think I need the repair all just yet, so let's do an offense break as well. Just to reduce his damage output. Keep using our big wind shots. Alright, there's act twice. That's still not too bad. There's a counterattack. Very nice. Alright, wind shot. TP is doing okay except for Sienna. Sienna's getting low. Still have 4 turns of counter stance. Here comes the support orb. Alright. So. Your defense break wore off, and you're now assisted by the orb. And so maybe the orb is doing the counterattack kind of stuff. And so let's just do a repair all. And then... I guess let's attack the orb. It's weak to dark, so Glenn will hit it the most. But that's still pretty good. You really need to gear down and defend and get some TP back for a minute. Glenn can use his dark shot. Alright, so the orb's like halfway down. And we're doing some good defending. Sienna, I think, needs to defend one more time. Victor could do another repair all. Batraz... I think it's time for you to gear down. And Glenn... Oh, Glenn ran out for his dark shot. I didn't realize that. Alright, well... We'll defend as well. He's got counter stance now. Sienna can gear up. He has counter stance, but this thing ought not. And I think this will kill it. I got 3 hits, and it was enough to kill it. Sienna didn't counterattack there, sadly, despite her ram. And he doesn't show up as having a counterattack buff. Glenn needs to go back into counter mode, though. It's going to wear off soon. So let's extend that. Victor... I think Victor should defend here, mostly for reasons of not overheating. Then you can attack with this. Alright, yeah. Same conversation we saw before. You can gear up and use a wind shot. Alright, he's in counter stance again. And he hit Glenn. Perfect. So this will be a counterattack. So I can keep dealing damage like that. So Glenn should just defend. Victor should do a repair all, because we could use it. Batraz should defend. And Sienna should defend. Seems good. Oh, yeah. Nice. Keep hitting the guy who's going to counterattack. I like it. Okay. Is he still in counter mode? He's not. Okay. So then Glenn should gear up and use Piercer. Now he's got Act Thrice. Nice. Evade. Counterattack. Yes. This is what we want. Sienna should totally use Wind Shot. Yes. Victor Let's do a defense break. Batraz, wind shot. And Glenn still has counterstance for 3 turns, so Piercer's fine. Alright, he's got an orb. Now he's hurting us. Okay, so we have to go after the orb. So I'll Hornet Dance the orb. And let's repair all. Let's... yeah, wind shot the orb, sure. And Glenn, sadly, doesn't have the TP, so he's gonna need to gear down. Ouch, we're taking a lot of damage here. Alright, stay alive, everybody. Oh no, Victor's out of TP. Alright, we got some real problems again. Yeah, we got real problems. So when he gets up to act thrice, I can't afford to do anything. So what could I have done differently? I'm still not sure. Victor has no TP. So I guess I'll just have him attack and finish this thing off. And then Sienna, I guess could use an... I mean, nothing's gonna help, right? I could do a repair kit on Glenn since he still has TP, or I could do it on yourself since you have TP. I think Glenn is more likely to live and help. No counterattack. Sienna goes down. No counterattack. I guess Glenn's counterattack wore off. I mean, I feel like I have to try to deal damage, but at this point it's a lost cause unless he's almost dead. And he's about to take a turn, so he's just going to annihilate everybody. So my only hope is basically another repair kit on Glenn, I think. And I mean, we survived another round. That's nice. But unless you're almost dead... yeah. I'm not sure what to do against this guy. Do I have another plan? Okay, I had to use 2 elixirs, and I changed Sienna's equipment so that she had buffing offensive and defensive drones. But I did manage to win this battle again. It took forever. It's over, Wyatt. Silence. What are you doing? He's taking Numa, a drug that increases physical and magical capabilities. You've got to be kidding me. The Inquisition has passed judgment. Feel the vengeance of God, you heretics. Is that, Maria? Or, no, it's Ava! I couldn't listen to this any longer. Traitor! Ava! So she stabbed him in the back and saved Sienna? Is this the destiny God has chosen for me? And he staggers and falls off the bridge. Just a few broken bones. What are you doing here? We followed your life anchor, but I did not come for the same reason as him. I wanted to apologize. I realized what I said was wrong. I blamed you for the fact that you should have stayed back then. You should have changed the church from inside with us. I was a coward and fled. I can't blame you for that. When you exposed problems against the church, we all took a defensive attitude. We didn't want to admit it. I was pushing you away. We didn't give you a chance. Time's running out. I don't know what you're trying to do here, but go ahead. My body hurts. I'll survive. I've healed the worst wound. She'll be fine for the time being. We'll pick you up on the way back. Promise. Go. Alright, so Ava saved us at the last minute. And I burned through some resources, but I got that battle done. Okay, that seems like a good place to call it a day. That was one of the toughest battles I've faced thus far. I feel a little undergeared. I wonder if I should go back and try to find more treasure chests and different things. But for now, I'll try to push on. In any case, I'm going to say I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon with more Chained Echoes. For now, bye-bye.